Hello everyone, welcome back! Hey! Welcome back to, well, Joppa and Caves of Quad. I'm Origami Dog, and hey, let's go take a look around, shall we? I think we're going to have to up to Red Rock, and from there we're going to need to visit some nearby ruins, I think it was. I mean, actually, a Droban Cavern, thinking about. Caravan. Not Cavern, here it is. Shrine to Guild Deities, the Glittering Shade. The shrine equips the significant... Ugh. The whole reason why I'm doing this is to try and improve my speaking ability, because there's so many words here I'm going to need to read, and plenty of them are very strange. Let's jump into it, shall we? The shrine depicts a significant event from the life of the ancient Sultan Gildates. Throughout the 1866 BR, Gildates plundered all of Mipur, and particularly rejoicing in the lamentation of birds and crabs. She became known as the Mipur Terror. Okay, well, that's good to know. Okay, that's good. We need to go to Mipur anyway, because there's supposed to be a Dromad caravan in the nearby area. However, right now we're just kind of heading up towards Red Rock, so we can make our way there a little bit easier. It's west and north of Red Rock, but Red Rock is an area we need to get to anyway. Rust Swamp. You gotta watch out for rust swamps. They're full of, well, these things. Quadazoos, I think they're called. Quadazoos, yes, quadzoos. Matted fronds sway in the air, currents, and speckle the ground with flakes of moisture-sucking rust. That's right, they rust anything they touch. It sucks. Brine stock, by the way, is the girthy pilings of fibrous salt rot stake out of these pools of brine. They belong to no one. Yep. Water vine. Salt gathers in its furrows. It's dotted with moisture-swollen wafers in place of leaves. Unfortunately, we cannot harvest these right now because we don't have any form of harvesting skill. Ah. There we go. We can freeze this crocodile. Let's see here. Yep. Just a crocodile. Nothing too interesting with the crocodile. Besides, you know, that it exists. There we go. A little bit more, and nope. We need more. There we go. Look at that. Your geo enters an excited state. Choose a physical mutation to rapidly advance. Well, how about Freezing Ray? To rank 6. Holy crap! Whoa! Okay, I'll take that. Nice! 3 levels in in Freezing Hands. I will take it. Alright, let's see what we got then. So we have 1 mutation point, but we need to have more to improve our other abilities. So heightened quickness, can I do that? Yeah, there we go. What else can we get? What else can we get? Got skill points? We don't need the skill points, but hey, I'll take 3 extra points in freeze. Finish the step, travel to Red Rock, and what's eating the red vine? Here we are in Red Rock. Fortunately, we're going to see some monkeys around here, probably. No, not right now. That's good. And here's Red Rock proper. I'm just kind of coming here first, gotta scope out the area, and not really worrying about it just yet. Red Rock is actually surprisingly difficult, so we don't really want to stick around if you don't want to. You can avoid it, you know? See here? This tree right here, let's see here. Long golden fronds unfurl from the desert wind moistens. Pieces of its bark, collated into tiny interlaced plates, are chewed off. So yeah, the witchwood tree can actually be chewed here in order to gain a whole bunch of health, like 25 health. However, it does confuse us on like a 1 in 3 chance, which is pretty bad, let me just say. But if you need healing fast, just heal the battle, finish the battle, and we're going to head into a new one pretty soon. Well, White Front. Go ahead and just eat some of it. However, we don't have the skill to harvest it just yet. Typically, we want to leave the trees alone. I'm not certain how long it takes for them to grow back, but eventually they will grow back. Nothing here. We're thirsty, huh? Are we out of water? No, never mind. We drink some water. We're good. Boom! There we go. You'll automatically drink water most of the time whenever you get thirsty enough to require it. I think we've already seen these before. Yep. Luminescent flicks below the surface of the water. It's a fish! Let's see here. I believe they said north as well, so let's go ahead and head north a little bit. Not too much, though. You mostly want to head west. But, like, getting near one of these borders here is a great way to explore the map over and over again. So see, we can go to the next area, Heading over here left, like so. Then I can head down and see that zone as well. And that way you can explore multiple areas and get access to multiple, multiple locations. Sometimes, like maybe you'll see a caravan, or maybe you'll encounter some ruins, or who knows what else, you know? Exploring each individual tile is pretty good. We're kind of trying to avoid the water. I'm going to head up here instead. Nothing doing here. We're going to have to swim across anyway. Sucks. Okay. Building zone. Head down. Building zone. Okay, nothing. Nothing of interest anyway. Let's keep going. We can head north and up. Oh, nothing here. Okay. So be careful. Don't want to get too close to the desert. Deserts are very, very scary. Let's go ahead and leave. There we go. Water, huh? I want to avoid going into the water if I can. There we go. Just to cut down on slowdowns. So I think it's actually you lose like two. You move half as slow in the water as you do over land. So you know, try and avoid the water if you can. Well, never mind. We're gonna dive in the water head first. Why not? Oh, hey, we got stuff lying around here. Okay, interesting. Got a free wooden arrow. What's this? Furs, huh? There might be something dangerous around here, but sometimes just random stuff is just lying around. And who knows why? Free arrows, why not, you know? Kind of a battlefield kind of deal. Oh, let's see what we got. Burnous. You know, I might as well take it. I think you can just kind of equip this for basically free. Yeah. Yeah, the Burnous is actually better. It gives us better defenses. Well, the Quilted Shawl is there to give us a little bit of warmth, I think. But we don't really need warmth right now. We're kind of exploring the shallows of the game. Heat can be very important later on in the game, but for now, you know, we make do. Take a nap. Okay. Also, I'm not actually sure how to make a campfire. I've never done that before. I should just look for them or try and hunt out my own places to do things. Witchwood Wreath. It's free. Might as well take it. There we go. Sometimes you find dudes here, though. Short bow. Empty, huh? Very, very rarely you can find a lily pad that is miscolored and actually is secretly a merchant. Very rare, though. Very rare. That's a crocodile. Don't want to take him on if you don't. Right now. I was supposed to you got a crit on us. Let's try and avoid that if we can. There we go. I think reloading at short bow is free. Found the copper knot hamrod. Location's ruins. Okay. So there's a crocodile. Now, if you see any hostiles, they'll automatically engage you, no matter which faction they normally are in. That's a Glowmoth. Let's not bother with those. They can be very nasty. You see, it shot me. I want to freeze it if I can. Yeah. See, we're in major trouble now. Unfortunately, I don't think I can do much about this. I could probably try and sprint, but we're probably dead here, actually. Sprint. There we go, out of line of sight. And try and leave the zone. We found Mipper. Okay, good. Now, hopefully don't get killed by the salamanders that live here. Because Mipper is probably a cult site, and they're neutral. Okay, good. There we go, but these guys are probably not. Yeah. So we gotta leave. And they're leaving right now. We gotta try and avoid getting into combat for a little while. Let's see here. I can probably just move back and forth a little bit over and over again. There we go. Health is back a little bit, and we're making a good recovery. Let's see here. However, it said in the nearby area of Mipper, around this area, is where we can find a Dromad Caravan. However, Dromad Caravan is probably not in Mipper itself, so we should look around the nearby area to try and find it. Hopefully not get killed by one when we go back to where the Glowmoth is. But you saw how much damage the Glowmoth did? It's really nasty. You don't want to deal with them if you don't have to. There it is, the Dromad Caravan completed. Good. Dromad Caravan, there we go. Chats. Okay. Let's trade. Let's see what we got then. A weird artifact. That's pretty good. Go ahead and... You want to try and buy that if you can. Plus. Okay. Sell the Quodazu stem. But they're not really that tasty. Sell these as well because they're basically free. Copper nuggets. Anything else? Is anything good? Witchwood bark is actually very good and well worth buying because when you need healing really bad, you're going to need healing really bad. So, you know. Borderlands revolver. Nice. Musket. Pretty cheap, actually. Nothing else? Not so great. Okay. Well, I suppose we can just try and buy the... Witchwood and that weird artifact. We want to identify artifacts whenever we can. So, you know. Freeze grenades! That probably should have actually used these, but you know what? I'm not using them anyway. I'll sell them first. High explosive is just kind of okay. We're going to sell that as well. Make some money off of it, you know. Let's pay 4 drams. There we go. Good. Speaking of which, is there nothing to drink? We're going to break down the thermal grenade as well. Did not learn how to use it. Darn. Sometimes when you... There we go. Sometimes when you break an artifact, you learn how to use it as well. It's nice. Alright. We're now on the other side of the world. We're in another area, so we can go ahead and try and do this. If it explodes on us, we, I did not mean to do that. Whoops. Uh-oh. We need to eat, huh? Okay. Do they have a campfire around here somewhere? Can I make a campfire? Make a camp. Here, you know. There we go. It's better than nothing. How do I interrupt something nearby? Oh, you know what? That's probably fine. But honestly, they have their own campfire over here, from what I can tell. Okay, so we're back here. Let's try and leave before they get killed by this crocodile. If we're careful, though, and move to the next zone before the crocodile can get us, we should hopefully be fine to kill it without getting, you know, attacked. There we go. The crocodile's here. Let's go ahead and kill it. You can handle all the salamanders, but I don't really want to. So, you know, might as well just kill the crocodile where it's safe to do so. There we go. See, he's dead. Dead. The robot there is not nice. Underside miner. Okay, he's not that big a deal. So gonna try and leave mines around us, but, you know, we don't care. Wooden bookshelf. And we'll read this book. Okay. Author's notes. My master, Danis Skjold, taught me. Okay. The clan Lecrae's sigil is a heavy weapon. Born of Iamet, the daughter of a harem, and risen to rouse farmers to defend the hold of Yish. That freezing vapor billows out of his goatish nature. What? Several years have passed since we were last in contact. Blitz ready to drop onto all fours. The outcome is undocumented, but the truth is more than the cathedral of mechanists built inside her. In addition to bits concocting a concoction... In addition to bits concocting a tonic ingested by a sheer frost. The test of malevolence, birth of unjust genesis. She'll hand over a number of molecules in the Canticle's chromatic. Artifacts are items so technologically complex that few of Quad's jungles, hence the advantage of a goat-sized beetle with decorative slip. This motion of the door and the singular yearning to improve the lives of his quills are tiny bells meant to be collected. These merchant anecdotes and rumors continue into one's penumbra calculus. Certain theorems are provable, but are falsified upon the wheels. And the farmers are always confident of a chosen one. They had few books, but they had worked well with, as well as theoretical reason for it. Okay. In Utut, the Borishes slaughtered the first and only plant dynasty in Quad's history. At the lake of Lucerne, there was a part of the Casa Ference into edifices fit from inhabitants by moral folk. A new esper is chosen by the easy walking exercise on the floor of its face. What? The conjuncture ripped into a long-wave detector. Soon the coloring of sunset is produced by reflection, or rather radiation, from the council of the chute. From here I must find the pessimism of my spindle, you say. Well, well, if you can find, at least in bad weather, they earnestly hope for the reluctant king a second visit. He counted 20 $250,000 or whatever. Whew. I need a little bit of water for this. Whew. The deserts are strong today. There we go. Until one morning, while the gnus slackly chewed their grass, tended by the plasmatic metal of the thin membrane that keeps it from spilling out of the scriptorium to reproduce this text for posterity. The reader who finds use in these notes is indebted to him. Pieces of armor is made of woven vines that have incredible strength. Born of Kor, son of Iamet, woven vines have incredible strength. Born of Kor, son of Iamet, when it was likely explored by the treacherous god Rorth. Patoa knew nothing at first, but my absence dawned in time. Irisaveld, founded by the clan Plutarch and vassal clans of Wenesul and Calypso in 102 pp. Okay, so Calypso is part of Plutarch. Okay, I guess that makes more sense of the other book. What could possibly go wrong? Breathe deep the breath of gods and die. But that is connected with it. They are antique stones located in certain places deep within the Cassafiscence, ready to drop on all fours. I'll imprint them now. That night, in the thousands that shower onto adjacent parties, ostensibly protecting their host. Of what form the atoms of matter are not subject to frictional resistance. Oof, this is tough going. Now off with you. May you live long enough to grow water vine. His sons fought fiercely for control of the mathematical wood, unwitting of the enterprising spirit that stirred in me all those years ago, to the size of this conical orb. Now go fetch me another trinket, mumbling. The observations at Ben Nevis and at King Airlock is one of the leaves. The Comb Kings were predictably unswayed by the Espers was too great. Sometimes she'll catch my eye, and when the earth as a general result, the transparency of the beast saunters forth in the middle of one of the several frayed, varicolored patches stitched together. All 12 of the clans of true folk are those who observe the futile lives of the journey, the free seer's disposition soured. At the break of each streams a brilliant fiery flume. I said, "Good day, sir, I am free." Each mutation has a long, slender chrome barrel. There where those who hear it, I sing the mechanists a hideous specimen. I will ravage your nubile heart. Grah! There is but her drop of water, but there is no law at all, namely the ether. Several free espers left the freehold for which it flings at its adversaries. Pray Shekinah, the first among fetchers, who lights the path of the slog. Your mental armor, M.A., is a high relief cut with exquisite detail from rare cerulean marble. So must they have pledged their lives to eradicating the mutant swarm that creeps towards the products almost before you think of them. The gift of shapeshifting bestowed upon an Esper of Oth. Some believe he is out of the air, to which you will wish to bind the ability. In observing these drops, the attention of the monastery's scholar abbot, Flavian the Learned, and the most bizarre of the shield Stoffsvillen, heir of House Isner, feasted up on shale and limestone before taking bloated respite in the northern jungles. Decipher the third part of stinking robe flesh smears over the stage, and the frigid spea my riches, yet ye wealthy in despair, but do not know. Possessed of malevolence, birth of unjust genesis, returning to Scotland, he continued his observations at sea level showed a certain range of temperature are permanent. There are some unoccupied spaces which would be interspaces, and unoccupied spaces which would be wise to speak with Elder Erudad. Cudgels have penetration values equal to the frosty shores of the day Abram. Disillusioned by the jeweled sun, contracted and broke. She'll encode her instructions for the mess in its wake, and blazing arrow of energy springs from the sap that weeps nearby. Upon doors, talk to people, pick up items, all by pressing space. They trace their lineage back to the Lecrae of Iris, called Lecrae the Viral. No, Virile. There we go. Yes, there we go. I've technically stolen from the circle of the crabs or whatever, so we're gonna try and have to engage in any combat with them. that scrap hermit's gonna try and kill me. And there's a lot of them too. That's okay. We should be able to outrun them fairly easily with our fast legs. Okay, well from there we want to try to head back to Red Rock, I think. Not Red Rock, but the Rust Wells. And kind of to where was Sequoia has been. Where was it called again? Sequoia? Yeah, that place. We're quenched and sated, that's good. I do have food I have stored away, but not certain if it's enough to really make use of it. I'll make much use beyond, you know, exploring a little bit further. Like, we have a little bit of food, but it's not really. Ooh, that's a Snapjaw Brute. Freeze him. We don't have a lot of use for the food outside of, you know, just getting between ovens. Freezing away. There we go. I'll have to admit, some of the soundtrack is actually making me think of my dog and the sounds that he makes when somebody's getting too close. That's a white ape. Apes are not very hostile, so we're probably fine. But still, you know, don't want to accidentally shoot him. It'd be kind of a pain to deal with otherwise. White apes have very, very valuable pelts, but will hate you for wearing one. Or having one in your inventory, I believe. There we go. He's wounded, so he's probably getting close to death. There we go. You know what? The lacquered wooden buckler might be okay. There you go. There's an ape. There might be... With the ape here, that means... Oh, wait, hold on. Over there. Yeah. There might be a legendary creature around here. You don't normally see apes this far, well, far west. Loved by apes, disliked by water barons for refusing them entrance to... Loved by apes. Let's see, hold on. Start from the very top. Start from the top. Omokikuka no Kikokuka, the colorful, legendary albino ape. Set in the middle of the great white head, this ape has two red eyes that gleam with a savage intellect. Snow white fur covers the ape's hulking frame. She lifts an enormous fist and beats her chest in fury as you approach. Loved by apes, disliked by water barons. Actually, the albino apes are actually neutral to you, so you don't have to worry about being attacked by them, really. Yeah, the water barons are jerks anyway. I don't think they even exist, thinking about it, so... This is a great person to make friends with. Let's go ahead and say hello to this legendary ape. Uh-oh, that's a bad guy, though. Snapjaw Warlord. The worshipper of Oborokworo. This nude, brown-skinned figure alternates between kneeling low before the shrine of Oborokworo. And there's no QU. It's a very weird. It's not a normal word. I can't really say that very well. And skulking around it observantly. Her body is black with dirt of the earth, but her face is uncharacteristically clean. You notice every so often she uncorks a water skin that hangs around her neck, moistens her hand, and gently rubs the ground from her cheeks and brow. Oborokoro's worshippers deem this rite more meaningful use of their precious freshwater than even quenching their thirst, and in presenting unsullied faces to the idol of their ape god. They hope to propagate him and garner his favor and protection. Okay, so this warlord is going to be kind of a problem because he's very tough for our level anyway. Well, not super tough, but you know what I mean. I don't, especially if you have to deal with more than just one bad guy. You know what I mean? 1, 2, 3. No, one more turn. Okay. Oh yeah. Having fast legs is very good though. And this Snapjaw doesn't care about us for some reason. Now, the reason why I'm using freezing rain instead of trying to shoot it right now is because A, our melee sucks and taking extra damage is not a good idea, and B, we don't really want to deal with melee if we don't have to. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, but see, each faction has their own friendships and whatnot. Like the apes don't care about most other enemies, but they do have their own enemies, of course. Let's make a water ritual. There we go. From 50 to minus 50, so we... We lost 100 faction with water barons, but it wasn't that big a deal, so we gained half faction with apes. And I have a secret I can share with the apes. There we go. We can teach them about the Sultan Murad. There we go. All right, ta-da! Learn conch. Okay. We can learn that some other time though. Trade. Well, lucky braided crimson hood. Patchwork coat. That's pretty nice. Quilted shawl, amber tipped staff, the beaded bracelet. Beaded bracelets are great. Unfortunately, I can't afford most of anything here. I could trade my books for them, but they're not really that valuable. However, I can't sell this and this. The longsword and the thing might be okay. I would really like the patchwork coat, but unfortunately we can't afford it, so we're just gonna do without it. Offer 10 drams. There we go. Completion. Live and drink. There we go. Human corpse. I don't think there's anything else here, is there? Okay, I didn't think so. We're gonna drop the human corpse. There we go. Don't really need that. Oh, again, we have somebody you can trade with. So one little thing we can do is find all the stuff lying around here and just kind of hand it over, you know? There we go. Gets this and that. Steel sword. There we go. Get some occasions. There we go. Oh, and the dagger too. Why not? There we go. Why not? Why not? Why not? Oh, that's a glowfish corpse. We could eat the glowfish corpse, but it's not really worth it. So we found some way to cook it properly. Oh, hey. Snapjaw. There we go. And we actually have several things here. Let's go ahead and get that. And not the Snapjaw corpse. Everything else but the Snapjaw corpse is good. Go ahead and grab the staff. Again, this is not really worth it, but you know, might as well. We can have the time. There we go. A little bit of food. And then we can chat with our friend again. Let's trade. This time we can sell all this junk here. There we go. Glowfish corpse. Heave on the grenade, the dagger, bronze sword, hand axe, staff, steel longsword. Actually, might be good to hold on to. Let's not do that. I have an albino ape pelt apparently. Let's sell that. Can I get the patchwork shawl? Patchwork coat. I can barely afford the patchwork coat, but it's probably not worth it. You know what? Let's do it though. Sell both of these. Get the coat. I want the coat real bad. I can probably sell my fungicide grenade and nothing else. The steel arrows too. Why not? Free money essentially. No, I don't think it's actually worth it. We have to run up to the nearest dram, so we don't have enough here to make it worth it. Unless we sold something else, like a bandage. Offer 40 drams. Oof, that hurt, but it's okay. We got the coat. Live and drink. Okay, now I can equip this coat. Water stained leather armor, huh? Oops. I just want a patchwork coat. Well, actually gives us a little bit more than that. Okay, whatever. Character, inventory, equipment. Look! Plus 10 cold resistance. Okay, that's what it does. That's what it did. I actually wanted the cloak, not coat. Oh, well, whatever. Well, we can go back to town and go back to Quad. No, we're not Quad. What's it called again? Joppa. And sell our crap there. I made a new friend. That's good. Swamp zone. A lot of slimes around here, so it's not really worth hanging out. You can avoid it. Making friends with slimes and ooze is tough because you have to find people that are friends with oozes, not actually oozes themselves. I don't think I found a single legendary ooze outside of... Yeah, I found like one legendary ooze in this entire game. And let's just say that they weren't really in talking terms. I don't think they even can talk thinking about it. Oh, a crocodile. Just freeze them. There we go. Now, because we have level 6 freezing hands, every time we hit a level to reach the next level of mutation, we'll always have the highest level available. So, until we hit a point where we can get level 7 mutations. Like, I think every 2 levels you get 1 level of mutation. Kind of like spells in what else called it? D&D. It's just not a very good idea to just hold down the button, but we should be probably safe around this area. There's not a lot here. Uh-oh, this is not a good place to be, though. Something's on fire. Fire spreads real quick. Especially around here. With the tar pits around this place. Whew. So we got a Snapjaw Knight here, a warrior. He's pretty beefy. You don't want to mess with him too much. But he's about the same as a brute though. Different kind of attack, I think. I can't see who fell past the log over there, but hopefully nothing. I don't see anything over there. Yeah, we should be okay. If this is legendary though, we might be in trouble, but probably not for now. There we go. Got a dagger. Not much, but, you know, better than nothing. Snapjaws are generally pretty weak. You don't have to worry too much about them. With the exception, of course, of the legendaries, because legendaries are always a pain. Is they already here? No, I was not. The cracked lens is new. Let's go up as well, see what we get. I don't see anything around. Hand axe. I mean, I might as well take it. Bark armor is not worth any much money, so it's not worth taking. Let's go down, see what we get. Oh, drop. Okay. Well, since we're already here, you might as well just head down and into the village, shall we? Since we're already here, we can get some more stuff. Argive has restocked his inventory. Interesting. However, the Dromad Trader has not. There we go. So we can talk to Argive here and see if he's got anything worthwhile. A lot of stuff, actually. Nothing worth it. Not really. We could sell him a water-stained leather armor, though. Or a small fee. I got some shoes, why not? Bronze dagger, iron short sword, long. A bunch of other stuff like that. Where is offer? There it is, okay. Yeah. Got some more money. A little more water, that's the important part. Now let's see what we got. Equipment. Right arm, left hand. Remove, we're gonna put the steel dagger, there we go. The sword is probably better. And go ahead and you can sell him the dagger as well. There we go. Offer. And we're good, yeah. There we go. Alright, that's good enough for today. Let's go ahead and make our way back to the village tomorrow. And I'll see you guys then. Bye-bye.